And thank you for those of you that said, "Aw, no more Fez night." I mean, it wasn't over forever. I just had to take a break to keep it fresh. And like I said, there was like, it's just one day, this person really can spoil my mood. And yet, I don't know, you know. I doubt she would watch this far into Fez night. But there's people like Misanthropic66 who I talk to off of YouTube. I think I've mentioned a little bit to Jeff, but Misanthropic knows a little bit more about it. Is that it's like a sickness. This person, whenever she needs my help, I'll be there to help her. Not always with the best attitude, but I'm consistent that she can turn to me for help. And we had a relationship. So it's kind of like, I don't know, we know each other pretty well. But still, there's a repeat pattern. If we spend a certain amount of time together, we'll hang out together. And if there's no real reason, maybe I create the scenario because I'm like, I need my space. I don't know. But I think me defending, what should I say it? Defending a YouTube. Even though it feels like I've lost a little bit of interest in YouTube, a little bit, I tend to do that. Being a Gemini and bipolar both, is I tend to get really excited about things for a little while and then lose interest and move on to something else. Metalworking is one of the things that has sort of stuck with me, but I passed my peak in that, where I was really excited. And my most creative peak, I don't know how to resurrect that. I really don't. I mean, I've been making some half-ass efforts to go back and work with metal in an artistic way. But there's just something. Who explains it? Like that fire. Who can explain it? That fire that some of us get. And we just get really, really excited about it. And it's almost like we don't need to sleep. We don't need to eat. And that's all we think about. It's like being in love. And, you know, I spent money that I don't have on equipment and materials and things like that. Learning a new skill. Cutting new pathways in our brain. Not cutting, but the way the synapses work, you know. When you're learning something, the synapses are building new pathways. And that's one good way to keep the brain active. Don't get old and with Alzheimer's by just having a lazy mind. You know, it's like working out. I don't work out, but your brain is like that. Try to learn new things every now and then. You know, learn a new skill. Cheers. Here's to working out your mind. But oh man, I still feel upset about it. About the way a evening has to end, or a day has to end that way, you know? All right, anyway. I'm a little bit rusty at Fez night. Didn't have a whole lot of stuff to talk about, except for that. Almost wasn't going to cancel Fez night because I said I was going to do it. But maybe I'll talk a little bit about the Kill Kong saga. That some of you that have been following that. And some of you have said, oh yeah, keep doing more of those. Like when I did Kong Escapes, it's kind of like one of those things where I just felt like it sort of wrote itself. Click, click, click in my mind. Very, very simple. Just a few camera angles. The music just magically fit, you know, almost like without even trying. And just a simple story that I wanted to escape. I wanted to get out of these people's clutches. And then after that, what happens? Head Dr. Bender opens a channel and says, Kong, you're not off the hook, basically. And I'm no longer leader of the NOE. Jeff is the leader. But there's always these little things that we come up with to try to create drama to make the story interesting. You know, the YouTube. Things that happen on YouTube. So, I don't know. I'm kicking around that maybe I might do a series or something. I don't know. I'm open to suggestions, maybe for some other Kong video stuff where I go outside of my little shack here. My little, what's that wonderful word? Wow, I want to say domicile is one. My little domicile. Or, Oh, there's that wonderful word where artists, they go away and they hide, and it's like little Garrett, Mike Garrett. This little dope, a little corner of San Diego. Yeah, maybe I'll do some more live action stuff outside, like outside of the editing, storyline sort of stuff. I'll just touch on a couple political things. Now, any of you, pretty much people that don't even pay attention to the news or read the papers, we're talking about this when that news conference with George Bush. You know what? It's almost like I'm so sick of him, I don't even really think about him that much more anymore. It's people are looking forward to getting fresh blood in the White House, and most of the talk has been about the debates and Barack Obama and McCain and Hillary Clinton, and Bush is like no longer relevant, and still he can still make news by a reporter asking him in a press conference that they're projecting $4 a gallon gasoline. And Bush was completely dumbfounded. He was, oh really? I hadn't heard that. You're kidding. How out of touch is this man? And he's an oil man. And we knew that from the first time he was elected. And I've had people that tell me, somebody that I work with, well, that's how capitalism works. It's a free enterprise. There's nothing wrong with making a profit. Yes, there is. Yes, there is. The way it's set up, when the oil companies get special treatment by our administration, by our government. It's just not right. And I would like to hear more people talk about privatizing energy. Energy should no longer be for profit.